Yesterday, Missouri lost a tough one, but losing to Texas, this probably didn't affect their tournament chances, but it didn't help them. Mizzou would have been able to steal one on the road. It would have helped them a lot. They needed to adjust to playing different types of basketball. It can't be run up and score them up and shoot threes and make them if they're not making them that night, or if teams are trying to play another style and they need to play to the other style. Missouri was missing shots not like normal. In fact, scored the lowest points of the season and played probably their worst game of the season. It was not their lowest point of the season, but it was their worst point of the season. It's hard to say it was their lowest point when Missouri's had this good a season, but it wasn't their best, that's for sure. On Saturday, Mizzou plays number 16 Ole Miss. Mizzou is number 22, so they'll need to get that win to stay in the polls. They need this win this weekend. Otherwise, it gets harder with better teams each time between the next 4 games. And they need to stay over 500 to make the tournament for sure, not be on a bubble. I mean, they probably make it if they're 8-10. Most people are saying, but you don't want to be in this situation where you're last seed playing in for a play-in game or whatever. Tip is at 5. This would be a big deal because of their next few games. Tip is at 5 on Saturday. Kansas number 12 at 13-4 and will play 4-2 and are 4-2 overall in the conference. TCU is 3-3 and 10-6 overall. Kansas should win the game. Players to watch out for on the Hawks: Hunter Dickerson, DeJuan Harrison, Zeke Mayo, and for TCU, Hunter Dickerson, and for TCU will be Noah Reynolds, who only averages 12.5. Kansas is favored by 6.5. Give me KU. A little closer than that. I'll take them 75-70. Kansas State is having a tough season, and they're not going to get in the tournament. In all likelihood, unless they just come a fire. And Jerome Tang is coaching, and his contract is way overpaid, and maybe they shouldn't have paid him for 2 years, or maybe they should have paid him for a year, or maybe just let him go. He didn't do this well last season either. I mean, because he made the Elite Eight his first year, that's why he got the extension. KU stands and State fans were worried about him leaving, and that's understandable because he did make the Elite Eight in 2022. With the season you have, though, you're taking a chance, and no matter what he does, you can't fire him this year. After Kansas State, Wildcats also offered Coleman Hawkins to a $1.5 million deal for playing at K-State. He's only averaging 10.5 points a game, and Kansas State has continued to have problems. Players to watch out for tonight: Kansas State will play Baylor. David Nagisson averages 12.6 points a game, and Noah Chad Omeyer averages 15.8 for Baylor. Baylor is 11-3, 6-3. Meanwhile, Kansas State is 1-5. Baylor is favored by 11.5. So obviously, Kansas State problems will probably continue tonight. That game tips at 8 o'clock. And that's Sam on Sports. I'll say Baylor wins 66-55. That's Sam on Sports.